Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl. This is a short video on how to disinfect your aquarium. This is following an outbreak of some kind of illness that you really need to make sure is dead and gone. And this is the process that I went through when I had a devastating outbreak a couple of years ago. So please stay tuned. Anytime you experience a severe outbreak of disease where you lose fish, I recommend disinfecting your aquarium. A couple years ago, 2 of my tanks were devastated by an outbreak of Pulmonaris, a bacterial disease that is next to impossible to cure. The process I used for disinfecting my aquariums was very successful. It's also a good practice to do this when purchasing a used aquarium, just to be safe. I began with a 55-gallon. It took me most of the day to get both tanks running with bleach water. I removed everything from the tank, beginning with the HOB filters and canisters. Throwing out all the media, I soaked the containers and hoses in a large pail of bleach water while I worked on the next step. I removed the thermometers, heater, decor, power heads, and my UV sterilizers, washing each item down with bleach water, including the electrical cords and plugs. Anything that I could soak, I did. I also removed about half of the substrate and let that sit in bleach water as well. Once the aquarium was empty of everything, including the water, I washed the blood trim on the tank, the lids, and glass using bleach water and a soft brush. I then began to refill the aquarium with fresh, cold water. I added bleach to the water after the tank was full. The rule of thumb for disinfecting anything with bleach is you only need to add enough that you can faintly detect the scent of the bleach. Once the lids were on, it wasn't even noticeable. Having the tank ready, I returned the decor that I was keeping, the HOB filters, the UV sterilizers, heaters, power heads, and thermometers, to the freshly filled tanks. Turning the filters on, I let them run for over 24 hours, allowing the bleach water a chance to flush through everything. It also is very important to soak your nets, containers, and anything else that may have been used on the tank. Brushes and scrubbies are best discarded, and even the food that fed the sick fish should be tossed. I know this sounds extreme, but after going through the devastation, nothing can be overlooked. After both aquariums ran with bleach water for over 24 hours, I felt they were safe to use. It was time to neutralize the bleach. I began dosing with Seacom Safe. Once the bleach was gone, I began cycling both aquariums. I use a no-fish cycling procedure. I will leave a link to that video in the description below. This process is no fun, but it will ensure your tank is free of any bacteria that may harm your fish. To avoid passing on any illness from one tank to another, it's important to have a separate set of the food, nets, and any other items you use for each aquarium. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.